A suicide bombing on Friday struck the convoy of Abdullah Abdullah, who's one of Afghanistan's presidential candidates. Afghanistan's presidential runoff election is taking place this Saturday.
Scenes of devastation outside a hotel in western Kabul. 2 bombs exploded here, where Afghan presidential frontrunner Abdullah Abdullah was holding a rally. His convoy was targeted and his car was struck in the blasts. Abdullah Abdullah narrowly escaped the attack, but his bodyguards were among the injured.
According to the New York Times, Afghan officials said that this is the first attack on a presidential contender since campaigning began in January. Abdullah is a former Afghan foreign minister and runner-up to current President Karzai in the 2009 elections.
I'd like to start by asking you, am I speaking to the next president of Afghanistan?
Most probably.
That's nice. It's great that you're so confident.
The confidence is not based on any illusion. It's based on what we see in the country and what I've witnessed and what our team has done.
5 years ago, when you fought the presidential election, you withdrew after the first round.
Yes.
Why was that?
The elections was massively fraudulent. There was no doubt about it.
All right.
Abdullah Abdullah received the most votes in the first round of the elections. Voice of America calls him the established old guard candidate. He faces ex-World Bank economist Ashraf Ghani in the runoff election on June 14th. The BBC has called this the most important election for Afghanistan. It is the country's first democratic transition of power.
Afghanistan's most important election is approaching. Afghans know that. For a decade and more, this country has marched to the tune of Hamid Karzai and a huge contingent of foreign troops. That predictable beat is about to end.
According to the Washington Post, both presidential candidates have said they will sign a security agreement with the United States. Following that, almost 10,000 troops will remain in Afghanistan after the end of the year. The plan is to reduce this number to a small U.S. military presence by the end of 2016.
Both candidates in Afghanistan's upcoming runoff presidential election have shown their willingness to sign the agreement. Afghanistan's former Interior Minister Ali Jalali spoke to VOA's Ashna TV about Mr. Obama's announcement.
The major role of the remaining forces will be to help Afghan forces in training and to give them advice in improving their abilities.
But some experts warn of the threat from the Taliban and say without an active U.S. troop presence, history might repeat itself.
As most U.S. and other foreign troops are scheduled to be withdrawn, there are concerns about Afghanistan's economic future. According to Deutsche Welle, the economy is still largely dependent on foreign aid and affected by corruption.
These police stand guard in the morning rush hour, just to salute official vehicles as they go by. But whoever sits in those cars next should look beyond the salute to the shadows, where one of the biggest challenges for the next president lies: the jobless. These are the day labourers who sit here waiting for cars to stop to offer them work. But there's less work now, less aid, less investment, as foreign troops pull out. There's no work, this man laments. Where's the government? They're only thinking about the elections, he says. They don't know the nation is jobless.
Fazia Kufi, a member of parliament, told the New York Times, "I think at least we need another 10 years of direct support and 5 years of indirect support from the international community, especially the US, to turn this country into a proper and prosperous country." That's a quick look at Afghanistan's runoff election. I'm Julia Rabe.